during the Open, had 39 in the last meeting against the Pistons, 36 in the third, 26 in the fourth. He's had some field days against Detroit. Here's Ray again, and he picks up where he left off.
From Walker.
2-0 New Jersey. Kelly Tripucka from Bloomfield, New Jersey. John Long, nice move.
John Long!
He and Ray Williams have hooked up in some real scoring duels this year, and we'll probably see one again tonight.
And Ray again, nothing but nets. 4-2 Nets. Here's Tripucka. Forced out by King as Len Elmore takes a seat.
55.
Good slide. The foul is on King.
Number 55, Albert King.
Here we pick up Kelly. He likes to go to the basket on the baseline. He tries to take it against Albert King. Albert pushing there. He runs into Lenny, but there was no charging.
Kelly's second leading scorer on Detroit behind Long, and Benson rattles it in and out. Here's Long again. Ducks in. Doesn't get the roll. It is slapped out off the nets.
Okay, you got on the side.
Foots Walker wants to inbounds the ball, thinking it's Nets possession. Let's see.
It went over to the top of the basket, so that's automatically an out of bounds on the side. But I think what Foots is contending is that Wally said it was Nets ball. Joe Crawford said it was Pistons ball. So they're going to have a jump. Works out to the Nets' favor.
So they compromise, and it'll be Buck Williams.
Center jump, yes.
And Bill Aimbear. Yep. Slips right out of Elmore's hands. Here's Isaiah. Little shake and bake move to the rugged Bill Lambert, who is built like a Mack truck. He's 6'11", about 250. He was traded with Kenny Carr from Cleveland for Phil Hubbard and Paul McKiskey earlier this season. Tied at 4, 10:48 to go in the first. Here's King, guarded by Tripucka. And it will be a blocking infraction on Kelly Tripucka, and upset with the call.
Foul on number 7, Kelly Tripucka, and that's his first, the team's second.
Albert King rotates around, gets the ball at the top of the key, takes a move to the left, gets the bump from Kelly Tripucka. Kelly trying to draw the charging foul. What was that all about? Mike Abdenauer, the trainer of the Pistons, came over and said Kelly Tripucka wants you to say to his mother that all the guys are wearing the sweaters?
I think it had something to do. Good rebound by Buck. 7-4, Nets lead. Something to do with his mom?
Yeah. She must have knit sweaters for the boys up here facing this long winter.
John Long. Long, the leading scorer on Detroit, averaging 21.8. Their trainer, Mike Abdenauer, came over to us seconds before we were going to go on the air, so he didn't have time to complete his thought. Walker with a scoop to the hoop, won't go. Rebound, Benson, outlet Isaiah. He's on the fly. The dish off to Long.
Nice play created that time by Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah beat out Buck Williams 65-59 for the Sporting News Rookie of the Year award. Here's a foul against Len Elmore. Offensive foul on Len.
That's his first.
His first. 8-7 Detroit, 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kelly Tripucka broke Dave Bing's rookie scoring record. Long again.
John Long!
4 quick field goals for John. Had 34 in the fourth meeting against the Nets, 30 in the third. So as Phil pointed out, he's been having quite a war with Ray Williams. The pass by Foots Walker goes astray, so the Pistons take over again, up by 3, 10-7. Last game of the season for the Nets as Isaiah streaks in, won't go. And a loose ball foul against Detroit.
Ball foul on number 40.
Lambert.
That's his first, the team's third.
Pistons have one more game tomorrow at Richfield. They beat the Cavaliers their last game here on Thursday, 120-110. They're 38-42. Last year, after 80 games, they were 20-60. So even though they didn't make the playoffs, quite an improvement. King.
Albert King from Buck Williams.
King shot 10 for 13 against Detroit in the last meeting at 21. Detroit won it 123-121. Nice pass from Benson to Tripucka.
Kelly Tripucka from Kent Benson.
12-9 Pistons. Away from the ball, a foul spotted by Rooney.
Foul number 25, John Long.
John Long, the culprit, as Larry Brown folds up that program, as is his norm during each game. Elmore. Rebound Benson. Outlet Thomas. Again, the fast break. 3-on-2. Isaiah dishing it off to Long. 10 points for John Long. Isaiah, 7th in the league at assists, with a pretty good illustration of why. It's 14-9. Detroit. 8:40 on the clock. Ray with a rainbow way off and a push off. Buck Williams on the loose ball foul.
The trade that brought over Bill Laimbeer and Kenny Carr to the Pistons allowed Kent Benson to move into that strong forward spot. And now Detroit suddenly has a lot of talent, a lot of strong talent, a big front line.
A team with a future, no question about that.
We'll get a chance to talk to the general manager at halftime, Steve.
Jack McCluskey. Long on the miss, rebound Buck. He's closed it in on 1,000, averaging 12.1. Here's Elmore. Back to Footsie Walker. Got it by Isaiah. And Ray stops and pops. It drops.
Ray Williams.
6 for Ray. 14-11 Detroit. Benson plowing in. Rebound Buck. We'll try to keep tabs on Buck. Elmore down to Albert King. Blocked by Benson. What's the call?
Goaltending, I believe. He got it off the backboard, Steve. Wally Rooney making the call at half court. Kent Benson arguing that that ball would not have gone in the hoop anyway, which is a consideration, but that'll count anyway.
Benson, who had 20 points, 15 rebounds against the Nets in the third confrontation. Pretty move off the glass for Isaiah Thomas. First field goal for Isaiah. He's had a bunch of assists already. 16-13. Detroit 7:35 remaining in the first. Footsie unleashes over Thomas. Rebound Lambert tangles with Elmore. Loose ball foul on Len.
Second foul on Len, and he almost had that one called before he made the foul. Joe Crawford anticipating that call.
Scotty Robinson.
Yeah, he's concerned about that goaltending call. He doesn't want that to happen.
Isaiah face to face with Foots Walker. Here's Long, who's been red hot. Can't do it. Gets his own rebound. Good hustle by John Long, but it trickles out of bounds off Detroit. Want to remind you, playoff tickets are now on sale at the arena box office and at all Ticketron outlets. For more information, call 201-935-8888. Business hours Monday through Friday. Ray Williams. He's deadly. Ray with 4 buckets for 8 points. Nets down by a point, 16-15. 7 minutes left in the first. Lambert left open. Rebound Buck.
Let's have a 4-on-3 coming down court.
Ray over Benson. High rebound. Elmore flags it down, and he can't lay it in. Albert King keeps it alive for the little turnaround, and he gets the roll.
Albert King.
7 for King. And the Pistons getting a timeout. There's a timeout on the floor with the score. The Nets 17, the Pistons 16. They are gray. It's an unusual color.
It's real humid here today, too.
It is muggy. 17-16, Nets by 1. Steal by King. Here's Footsie. Ray. Oh, behind the backer to Elmore.
He's going to call a walk-in on that, even though Len was under control and wanted to make that move. Joe Crawford said that was a travel. Here it is. Nice pass from Foots Walker over to Ray. Gives him a 3-on-2 break. Ray behind the back. Watch Len now. Takes his step. He might have dragged that foot. I don't know.
Benson with a quick release off the rim. Pulled down by Lenny Elmore. Outlet goes to Ray. A lob all the way down for Walker. Tipped out by Isaiah. That would have been a great pass.
It's dangerous pass, though, Steve. Ray trying to extend it just a little bit too much to Foots. Foots only 5'11", but they had trouble catching that and putting it in.
So difficult to time those out to perfection. Buck with a little bump and run and a soft touch. Buck had 27 on 12 of 14 plus 12 rebounds against the Celtics last night.
55
was our star of the game. Here's a foul on King. That's his second. And just like last night, he gets into early trouble. So he'll go out, and Mike O'Koren will come to work for the first time tonight, averaging 11 and a half. Another New Jerseyan, like the man he's guarding, Kelly Tripucka. 19-16, Nets by 3, their biggest lead. Pistons ball with 17 on the shot clock. 5:54 left in the first. A rainbow by Kelly, whacked up into the air and brought down by Footsie at the baseline. O'Corin back to Ray, cuts right on long, and
Tough
he gets
shot.
a roll. Yep.
Ray Williams.
That's looking very spry tonight. They look well rested, particularly in light of the game last night.
Isaiah Thomas.
Nice to see as Isaiah connects from afar. 21-18, Nets by 3, 5:20 to go in the first. Nets lead the all-time season series over Detroit 16-13. Lead the season series 3-2 this year. Oh, what a block. Lambert was looking the other way and somehow got a hold of it, and Elmore follows it in. Quickly down court. Isaiah Thomas, offensive foul as he plowed into Elmore.
Offensive foul.
Second on Thomas.
That's his second.
Isaiah not agreeing.
Isaiah's had some foul trouble this year, and Scotty Robinson takes him out of the lineup, replaces him with
The Kamikaze Kid,
Kamikaze Lee.
Ronnie Lee. Nets by 5, 23-18. O'Corin was tied up.
Foul on number 30, Ron Lee.
Quick foul on Mr. Lee.
Penalty situation, Michael Corn will go to the line. That being the 15th foul for the Detroit Pistons.
1 plus the penalty.
Mike hits him at 71%. You know, last year after 81 games, the Nets were 24-57.
Darwin Cook into the
They
next
finished
lineup.
24-58. They lost their last 5, Phil, as Darwin Cook enters the scene for Foots Walker. And this year they're trying to bring the curtain down with 5 straight wins. What a difference a year makes. 2 for O'Corin. The Nets up 25-18. A 7-point lead. 4:50 to go. First period. Here's Tripucka. Fake of a pass. Couldn't put it down, though. The battle for the rebound. Lee snares it. Gets it to Lambert. Another high rebound. Buck unofficially with 4 now. Closing it on 1,000. Oh, a beautiful fast break feed to O'Corin. First field goal for Mike. He has 4. Nets lead by 9. 27-18. Cluster underneath as Ray got hammered.
Also got the foul.
Number 13, Ray Williams. That's his first penalty situation.
Here's the play. Ronnie Lee coming down off a pick, gets inside. Ball goes around. Nice pass by Lee to Tripucka, and they call Ray for reaching in on Kelly Tripucka.
Kelly leads all rookies in points, minutes, average, free throws, and attempts. Mike Jaminski into the ball game for Len Elmore. Then leads with a field goal for 2 and 2 personal fouls. Mike has really looked good of late.
He's playing very aggressive basketball. Seems to be playing on his toes much better than he's ever played before since coming to the pros.
Kelly sinks them both. He has 4. 27-20, New Jersey. 4:20 left in the first. Buck Williams fronted by Kent Benson. The shot clock shows 10. Here's Cook against Lee. Off the back of the rim. Corralled by John Long. Offensive foul on Long.
Good defensive play by Darwin Cook. John Long not stopping with that ball at the free throw line on a fast break. Creates his own problems by getting an offensive foul. Here he is coming down the court. Darwin measures him up. When he continues on, he set himself up a good position to draw that foul.
You saw number 15, Vinnie Johnson, James Bailey's former teammate at Seattle, in for the Pistons. Nets lead by 7 points. Now make it 9. Ray Williams continues his torrid shooting. He has 12. Benson, too
Tough
hard
shot.
off the window. Rebound, Jaminski. Here comes Cook. Flips it back to Buck. And the foul against the Pistons.
It's a nice move by Buck Williams. Picked that ball up.
That's his second penalty situation.
Got it from Darwin Cook by trailing the play. He picks the ball up and extends himself with one hand, reaches around Lambert. Just gets a brush on the body from Lambert. Lambert protesting a bit on that call, but to no avail.
Phil, that's Steve Hayes into the ball game. Rookie from Idaho State who recently was playing with the Anchorage Northern Knights of the Continental League.
I think he's been out of college for about 3 years now.
Originally a 4th-round pick of the Knicks in '77. Played a little bit in Italy, too. Larry Brown.
5 years.
Looks on. 1 out of 2 for Buck, a 63% foul shooter. 30-20 Nets establishing their biggest lead with 3.5 to go in the first. Lee, Hayes, and a whistle. Illegal defense on the Nets, so the next one is a technical foul shot.
I think they're pointing the finger at Mike O'Korn.
Lee goes down. Won't be the first time tonight. Hayes can't deliver the goods, and rebound Buck. That's 5 unofficially. O'Korn. Nice bounce pass to Jaminski. He hammered it. Mike looking very aggressive these past few games. Timeout being called by Detroit. So there's a timeout on the floor with the score. The Nets 32 and the Pistons 20 with a 12-point lead. 3:05 left in the first. Steal by Cook. Yep. He barrels down all the way coast to coast.
Darwin has a special feeling playing against this team. They let him go when he was a rookie last year.
Yes, indeed. He is a Piston cast-off. Nets by 14. That's Terry Tyler into the game for the first time. He gets his first field goal out of the University of Detroit. Very popular here. Good shooter. 34-22. Nets by 12. 2.5 on the clock here in the first. O'Korn comes around a pick. Can't nail it. Rebound Benson. Lee will push it down. Johnson. Almost walked and he did. One step too many.
Kenny Carr into the Pistons.
Picked up that pivot foot when he went to the basket. There's Kenny Carr.
And Jammin' James Bailey will check in for the Nets, replacing Buck Williams, who sits down with 3 points and 5 rebounds. He is 7 shy of 1,000. Offensive foul away from the ball on Mike O'Korn. Look at the look he's giving Crawford.
Offensive foul on number 31, Mike O'Korn. That's his first.
His first. Don't forget about those playoff tickets on sale at the Arena box office and at all Ticketron outlets. 935-8888, area code 201. If you want further info. There's a lob down at Carr. Pretty.
Kenny Carr.
He got it up real quick because Mike O'Korn was rotating across on defense, ready to pick him up, but he just flipped it right in.
Kenny, who played with Adrian Dantley at DeMatha High in Washington. Foul on Detroit.
Foul on number 32, Kenny Carr.
Kenny Carr picks up his first.
That's his first penalty situation.
Here's the play. Foots Walker bringing the ball down the court. Sees the opening, goes all the way through the middle. You see that Kenny Carr standing over on the other side of the lane just must have grabbed him, tipped his hand. Joe Crawford picked it up, and there's Foots at the line.
Foots a 73% free throw shooter, 1 out of 2. First point of the night. And the Nets lead 35-24. 150 remaining in the first. Here's Terry Tyler. Over to Steve Hayes, guarded by Jaminski. Ronnie Lee having problems with Foots Walker in his face. Carr posting, now turns around on Bailey. And the rebound to James. Headmans it to Cook. 1 against 2. Couldn't drop it, but he drew the foul, and he dropped.
Foul on number 15.
Benny Johnson committed the foul. That's his first.
Penalty situation.
Cook looking very sharp off the bench.
He gets a long pass from James Bailey to get out ahead of the field. He's got to take that ball to the hoop now against some tough guys. And he goes up. He just got bumped a little bit by Vinnie Johnson as he's going up in the air. Foul was called.
Cook, who hits him at 72%, now has 3 points. He had 19 points in 23 minutes against Detroit in the third meeting. Nets won it 125-120 here at Pontiac. 37-24, Nets by 13. 125 left of the first quarter. Ron Lee with the left-hand dribble.
Oh, there's the second illegal defense going to be called on James Bailey. Detroit brought their big men out. Tried to post up Tyler against Michael Korn, and James just fell asleep in the lane. Didn't rotate out of that lane in time, and that's going to be a technical.
Into Lee.
Oh,
he traveled, didn't he?
Sure did.
Gets the hoop. Ron Lee, drafted by the San Diego Chargers of football fame. But he didn't play high school or college football. 37-27 Nets. And Jaminski got rattled around. It's on Steve Hayes. And his first.
A lot of fouls being called here in this first period. Both teams kind of feeling each other out physically. Here's the play. Mike Jaminski posting up. You see that Hayes puts both hands down on the hip. It's automatic. Wally Rooney made that call.
18 fouls, Phil.
Meanwhile, the Nets are rolling up to a 40-point half here, or a quarter.
And still a minute 5 to go. They're one shy of the 40 plateau, 39-27. 1 minute remaining in the first. Lee leaning in on Footsie. Here's Vinny. Johnson down to Tyler. A high percentage shot.
Now you see why they're trying to post him up.
39-29. That's 40 seconds left in the first. It's been a long quarter.
Yep.
And a high-scoring one for the Nets. And Bailey throwing the foul.
Bailey looked like a fullback trying to go through the line on that one. You can see it. He goes back into the lane and he gets closed up here by 4 Pistons as they just converge around him. But someone got the foul in there.
It's the old Venus flytrap play. Yes, it was Tyler, his first. James Bailey. James had his season high of 22 against Detroit earlier this year in the second meeting, which the Nets won 130-119 at the Meadowlands. Shooting only 61% of the line. Had a little trouble at the line last night against Boston. 40-29. The Nets hitting 40 points here in the first quarter. 30 seconds to go. Lee plows into Foots Walker. They're calling a blocking foul. The reaction on Foots' face is worth the price of admission.
Foots Walker, that's his first penalty situation.
Sometimes the visual effect of a foul is worth the call. With the referees in this game, no Foots Walker by now, you'll get a chance to see what he does. Now you don't quite see it behind the player there. Floor level camera couldn't quite pick up the clear action, but Foots likes to step inside on a player, grab him behind the hip, pull him into him, and fall down. And he creates it so fast, it's very difficult for a referee to make the call. And a lot of times he gets a offensive charging foul.
Are you calling him the Sarah Bernhardt of basketball?
He's one of the better ones.
1 out of 2 for Lee, 40-30.
There's a great move.
Boy, they left Tyler hanging. Foots checks the clock. Plenty of time, 13 seconds, but 10 on the shot clock. Footsie, great pass to Jaminski. Threaded the needle to Mike Jaminski. He has 6. 4 seconds left in the quarter. Nets by 12. Benny Johnson at the buzzer.
3-point shot, too.
He gets the three-pointer.
Both of us were questioning that call, and that ball went in and rolled around, went in as a 3-point shot, which put the Pistons down by 9, 33-42. Nets having a very good first quarter there that time, Steve.
Yes, sir.
There's Larry Brown.
Larry Brown continuing his winning ways. He's never had a losing season, and he won't this year. 42-33 Nets as we head into the second. Nets ball. Foots Walker, started by Isaiah Thomas, who's back. And a foul against Detroit again. They've had about 20 fouls called today.
Foul number 32, Kenny Carr.
It's on Kenny Carr, his second.
That's his second, the team's first.
These two officials, Wally Rooney and Joe Crawford, are referees that do blow the whistle a lot. They don't want to let the game get out of control.
Mike Jaminski, who is oozing with confidence. Rebound. O'Koren looking for Jaminski. Out of bounds off the net.
Mike got a good offensive rebound, but he's under the basket. Had nothing to do with it, but tried to get it out to Jaminski, and he couldn't get it. Williams back in, replacing Foots Walker.
Foots leads with 1 point, 1 foul. Ray back with 12 points, all from the floor. Nets by 9 points, 30 seconds into the second period. Isaiah, the dish off to Tripucka, does a little 360 pirouette. Why? Michael Korn will have a jump ball. He was simply stuffed.
It's a question of whether that is a jump or not. The Nets had the ball going on a fast break. The referee said he came down with the ball. There's the play, pass off. And when he turns around, Darwin's right there to give him some trouble, and he still tries to get it off. Yes, he did come down with the ball. That was a correct call.
Back live, Pistons control, and Isaiah with a foul. Third bucket for Thomas. He has 6. Averages just under 17 here in his rookie season. Injured earlier this year. Turned around by Cook, can't kiss it off the glass. Right off the head of Lambert, over to O'Koren. Flips it off to Bailey. Back outside to Cook. Rebound, Jaminski in good position against Carr. Boy, some swinging going on away from the ball. And a push-off on Bailey. His third. Kent Benson returns. Kenny Carr will leave.
Replacing Kenny Carr.
Carr out with a field goal and 2 fouls. So things getting a little physical now. It's 42-35. Nets by 7, 10:40 to go in the first half. Isaiah, great fake on Cook, and then he drills it into a crowd. Benson keeps it going. The ball stripped loose by Cook, but it'll be Pistons ball with 5 on the shot clock. They want Isaiah to inbounds.
5 seconds on the shot clock.
Tripucka finds Lambert. He can't drop it down. Oh, a steal by Ray Williams. He just picked the pocket of Vinnie Johnson now. He pulls up. Near steal by Cook. 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Tripucka bugged by O'Koren. Number 2.
In action on that play. Created by Kent Benson, coming out with a strong rebound, getting it down court.
Couple of substitutions.
Buck
Williams and Len Elmore.
Kent Benson gets a good rebound. Outlet with the left hand down court to Vinnie Johnson. Michael Korn gets down just in time to prevent a shot by Kelly Tripucka, although he almost got a valiant effort in. He's at the line for 2 shots. Michael Korn going back to the bench.
Yes, Albert King also checking back in. Kelly Tripucka, an 80% shooter, now 3 for 3, has 5 points. Now make it 6. Averages 21.7. Second leading scorer of the team behind John Long. It's 42-37. The Pistons are chipping away after trailing by 14. Down by 5. Darwin Cook slithering in.
Darwin Cook.
He's got 6 points. And the Nets by 7. 9:50 left in the first half. Pistons 23 and 17 at home as Johnson ducks in and out. Rebound Lambert. And he got fouled, and it counts. So a chance for a 3-point play for Bill. Elmore's foul.
Vinnie Johnson comes through the lane, puts up a very difficult shot. It rattles in and comes out. That play caught Len Elmore under the hook too deep. Lambert was able to pick it up, put it back in. Len created his 3rd foul. And Lambert at the line for the 3-point play.
Bill Sinks, another graduate of Italy as a basketball player. You never played there, did you?
No.
Would you like to?
No.
Ray Williams with the running one-hander. I knew you didn't. I just wanted to get a reaction from you. Nice move by Ray, and he also got fouled.
It's his first, the team's 2nd.
I think it's nice for a lot of individuals, especially young ball players coming out of the college ranks and going over there that need some experience, come and play in the NBA. It's worked quite well for Lambert. Bill Lambert, who went over there, and it also has worked well for a number of other players that have come back. Spencer Hayward, for one.
Give me the soldier of misfortune. Isaiah. Boy, Bailey is miffed.
Oh, he's going to call a technical foul on him.
Foul number.
Good
Jay
crop.
Vincent had covered.
Yes.
8 points for Isaiah Thomas, 46-43. It's only a 3-point net lead. 9:20 left in the half. Cook with a fake on Isaiah. He wants it, and he can't get it. Loose ball foul.
Loose ball foul.
And it's on Bailey again.
James Bailey.
His second.
Joe Crawford has James Bailey's number.
That's his third, the team's fourth.
That's James's third foul. Now Elmore and James Bailey both have 3 fouls. Have to get Mike Tominski back off the bench, I guess.
I'd say I've got King with 3 also. Offensive foul on Tripucka, who can't believe the call.
Good step out that time by Buck Weems. Helping
Offensive
out
foul number 7, Kelly.
with Albert King on defense, created that play.
Second foul on Tripucka. The Nets take over with a 3-point edge. 9:03 on the clock. Remember, the Nets can control their own destiny. If they win tonight, they'll have the home court advantage no matter what Washington or Atlanta does tomorrow. And they play each other in Landover in the afternoon. And Bailey going to be hit with another foul as he lowered the boom on Lambert. Good little acting job by Bill as well.
Yeah, Bill's good at that. Here's the play. Darwin Cook going down, and you could just feel this coming, right, Steve?
Oh,
He just lowered his shoulder. Lambert went down.
give him an Academy Award, too. Mike Jaminski in for the foul-plagued Bailey, who leads with 4. Pistons can bring it to within 1 with a 2-pointer. Isaiah with Cook. Lets it fly.
Isaiah!
He has 10, and it's 46-45. Nets by 1 after leading by 14.
Nets have only scored 4 points in almost 4 minutes in the first quarter, or second quarter, excuse me.
While the opposition has countered with 12. Cook way off.
Uh-oh.
Fast break, Isaiah. He palmed the ball, lost control, turned it over. Or
Nope.
did he? There's a foul on Cook.
Foul on number 12, Darwin Cook.
I guess before the turnover.
Well, I think
was
that
fouled.
even though he had a high dribble, he had control of the ball. He was dribbling it high. He never put his hand under the ball.
Let's see.
Here it comes out. Isaiah picks it up. He's got a high dribble up here, but he still has control of the ball.
You're right.
Darwin had pushed him on the shoulder right when he took that dribble.
Back live, he missed the first.
The next lineup, replacing Darwin Cook.
All right, Foots Walker returns for Cook. They shuttle in and out. Cook leads with 6. And Isaiah gets the bounce. He has 11. 46-46, the Pistons battling back. 8:08 to go in the first half. Steal by Benson. Good anticipation. He diagnosed it. And a little fancy cost him. Fans getting on him.
Yeah, let a big man do that once in a while. He needs it.
Ray Williams contending that he was pushed, mauled, mugged, you name it. No call. Pistons with a chance to take the lead for the first time in a long while. They led by 5 early in the game. Isaiah just waiting for the moment. Then he dishes it off to Tripucka.
Isaiah gets to the lane so fast. He's got such a long stride. He really penetrates. And he's so quick. He does a great job.
20-second timeout for the Nets. They want to get it together here. 7:35 remaining in the first half. Tonight, it's all academic. Tomorrow, between Washington and Atlanta. Ray Williams with the little spin around, drawing the foul. Isaiah Thomas
Foul on number 11,
with his third.
That's his third, the team's third.
Ron Lee back into the ball game. Isaiah with 3 fouls sits down. Here's Ron. Thomas leads with 11 points.
Ray Williams at the line.
Ray shows some superior strength on this play. He gets checked by Long, but he just has such strength. He pushes him right out of the way. Then Benson coming over tries to help out, and the foul is created.
Ray is 1 for 2 from the line, has 15 points already. His high this year, 39. He's done it a couple of times. 16 for Ray. Tied at 48. 7:25 left in the first half. Here in Pontiac, Michigan. Long ran into a wall, and Benson unleashes it. Boy, he sticks it. First field goal for Kent. 5th year out of Indiana.
Well, he's a real veteran on this club.
That's right.
Only 5 years in the league.
The only one on the team that shaves.
Buck Williams.
Buck Williams with a pretty roll. He's got 5. 50-50. Benson on the drive, and they get Jaminski.
Detroit calls timeout.
Benson going right to the baseline with his left hand. He goes to the basket, and Mike was there to block it, but he got them on the wrist. Didn't get the ball.
A rarity for Benson, missing 2. Still knotted up at 50. Foots Walker, got it by John Long. There's some shoving and pushing between Walker and Long is your culprit.
That's his third.
That's his third. Lots of fouls tonight. Albert King drills it in.
Albert King.
9 points for King. He is some streak shooter. Nets back up.
Sweet shot.
Sure does. John Long ducking in. That's pretty.
John Long.
13 for John. 52-52. Here's a steal by Tribute. Great move around Foots. Long with a reverse. Doesn't get the roll. Tipped by Tripucka. And Foots Walker toe-to-toe with Wally Rooney. And the call.
Foul number 14, Foots Walker.
They got
His
Foots.
second penalty situation.
Or was he Foots to Foots?
At the line, 1 plus the penalty for 2 shots.
Tripucka getting a steal, runs into some trouble, gets the ball off his shoulder to Ronnie Lee. Back to Long. He can't put it in with the left hand under the basket, and it just hangs on the rim. Tripucka stays with the ball, and as he goes back up the second time after the tip, Foots hit him on the elbow.
May I have this dance? Foots said to Wally. Tripucka backline missed the first, his first of 5. How do you like that? After making the first 4, missing the last 2. 52-52 it remains. Buck Williams stripped of the ball by Vinnie Johnson. Then he recaptures. Steal by Lee. Look at him go flying. Oh, I'll tell you, it's bonsai time when Lee's on the floor. Here's Terry Tyler.
The thumper. Sounds like rabbits out there.
Tripucka will sit down. He has 8 points, 2 fouls. 13 on the shot clock. Here's King. Boy, he gets open nicely. 11 for Albert. 54-52 New Jersey. 5:50 left in the half. Lambert high posting. Good defense by the Nets. Now Lee steps back looking for 3. Finds Benson for the wraparound.
His shot.
The roundhouse hook by Kent Benson. Tied at 54, and Ray Williams connects again. He's got 18. And the Nets reclaim the lead, 56-54. Lambert barging in, and Benson follows it up. He has 6. And we're tied again at 56. And a timeout.
Felt that pressure, waited for them all to clear.
Wasn't saying anything.
I've got Ray for 20 now. Pistons ball. Buck Williams is back, and he is 6 shy of 1,000 rebounds here in his rookie year. 58-56. Nets by 2. 4:40 left in the half. Traveling.
No basket. Traveling.
Just double checking. We are correct on Ray Williams, who now has 20. 58-56 it remains. Nets up by 2. 4:35 and counting in the first half. Sam Lacey is into the ball game wearing number 40 for the Nets. He's got the ball. Almost went back toward a King who was too well covered. 5 on the shot clock is Buck. Makes the move. rolls right past Footsy out of bounds. Resetting, it's Benny Johnson and Ron Lee at the guards. Bill Lambert in the middle for Kent Benson and Terry Tyler.
Pistons posting up Terry Tyler. Albert King got called for that foul. That's his third.
Foul number 55, Albert King.
Yep.
That's his third penalty situation.
With that, Michael Corrin up off the Nets bench, and he'll replace Albert, who leaves with 11 points.
Replacing Albert King.
Here's Mike.
Terry Tyler from line 1 plus the penalty.
Here's the foul. Just post up, plain post up by Pistons. You can see King contesting. He's got to find a position there, either 3/4 or fronting. Get some help from his other teammates. Darwin Cook coming in the game, replacing Fritz Walker.
Tyler hit the first. He shoots 73% of the line, and he spins in the second. He's got 6 points. And we're tied again at 58. 4:10 left in the first half. The Nets had a 14-point lead in the first quarter. Led 42-33 at the end of the quarter. Benny Johnson hit a 3-point shot to end the first. Buck finds Ray. And the block. I think it was Tyler who got a piece of it. Or was it Benson? Either way,
it was Benson.
Okay.
Foul on number 13, Ray Williams.
It's on Ray Williams. That's his second.
His second penalty situation.
Here's the play. Ray goes up and down. Up. You were right. Benny Johnson did get the block on that. And Ray fouled Ken Benson on his outlet pass after he received the rebound.
All right, Benson 0 for 2 now, 1 for 3 at the line, has 7. Eight points for Benson. And it's 60-58 Detroit. 3:50 left in the first half. Cook rolling off Johnson.
Darwin Cook.
8 points for Darwin. And we're tied again at 60. Good spin by Benny. Pitches it over to Lambert.
You have to keep Benny Johnson on that middle. He's real dangerous in there.
Buck posting on Benson. Nice double team by Benny Johnson, and it works. Tyler. Terry Tyler, who provided 21,000 plus with a buzzer beater earlier this year when the Pistons came from behind to beat the 76ers. 64-60 Detroit. 2:55 left in the first half. Lacey off balance. Rebound, Lambert. Here's Ron Lee. Over to Benny Johnson. What a surge by Detroit.
The Nets are going to have to call timeout here, Steve. And regroup.
A Jekyll and Hyde affair here in the first half.
And then having a long bus trip even then from the airport.
When did we finally get to the hotel?
4:45.
Ooh. I was asleep. I didn't realize what time it was. Benny Johnson with the foul. His second. It'll send Darwin Cook to the line, who has 8 points and a 72% foul shooter, where he's 2 for 2 tonight. Second year out of Portland, as Phil pointed out before, cut by the Pistons.
What's pressed, dude?
Another one of those unsung heroes for the Nets this year, Darwin Cook. 66-62, Detroit by 4. 2.5 left in the second quarter. Johnson draws the crowd, and he puts it home. Well, he scattered the crowd in a hurry. He has 8 points. Pistons shooting 60% now. 24 of 40. The Nets 53%. Ray Williams. He hasn't missed many. He has 22 points here in the first half. He had 22 in the first half earlier against Detroit in the third meeting and finished with 36. Pistons by 4, 68-64. Lacey tangles up Lambert. Here's Lambert with a good pass from Benson. Rolls out off of Buck Williams.
Things getting physical out there. The net's starting to double team. Put a lot of pressure on the ball. Bill Lambert looking for a call out.
Turn around off the heel of the rim. Rebound Ray Williams. The lob down to Cook. He saved it, but to the hands of Vinnie Johnson. Benson. Fouled by Okora. Mike's third.
Some end-to-end action we're having here. The
Frantic.
Pistons picking this ball up after Darwin saves it, throws it back behind his back, and Vinnie Johnson just brings it right back the other direction. Takes it all the way to the end. Drop pass for Benson, and Michael Korn got over there in time to knock it out of his hand, but was called for the foul. And
Van Bredikoff. Jan Van Bredikoff in for Michael Korn, who leaves with 4 points and 3 fouls. And Benson makes both. He has 10 points on the night. And it's 70-64. This represents the Pistons' biggest lead of the evening. A minute and a half remaining in the first half.
Come on, let him cut.
Blocking foul on Ron Lee, who gets up and just can't believe it.
Foul number 30, Ron Lee. That's his second penalty situation.
If that were boxing, that would be called a flash knockdown. He got up in a flash.
this is Ronnie Lee in perfection here.
Move.
Like he's doing a gainer off a diving board.
Ray making the first. He has 23 points. Scotty Robertson not too thrilled with that last call.
He did have good position. He didn't even have to act that time.
Ray has 24. Nets within 4, 70-66, 1:17 to go in the first half. Vinnie does a 360. Vinnie Johnson.
Vinnie Johnson only 6'1", but you can't let anybody catch the ball down in the lane. Ray Williams that time played behind him, didn't contest for the ball.
Vinnie from New York City. 10 points tonight. Ray goes up high for that one.
Ray Williams.
He is hitting them from all angles now. He has 26 points. 72-68. Pistons by 4. 43 seconds to go on the half. Lee against Cook. Vinnie Johnson with a hot hand. Offensive foul.
I got you, Sam, on the side.
It's going to be on Ken Benson.
Offensive foul on number 54.
That's his first.
That's his
Second.
Dangerous pass by Darwin, just stolen.
Ronnie Lee goes the distance. Plows into Cook. No foul call. Here comes Ray the other way. He's got Darwin Cook, and he'll decide to hold it up. It says 23 seconds on the overhead clock, 15 on the shot clock. The Nets down by 4.
He could have taken that shot.
Yeah? Yes.
Probably should have, too.
Had reservations, obviously, as Ray Williams spins it in and out. 8 seconds to go now. They'll look for the last shot. Nets get it back. 3 seconds and a foul. Vinnie Johnson tangling with Van Bredikoff.
I think it's going to be on
Or it's
Ronnie
on
Lee. Yes.
Lee?
Ronnie Lee from behind. That'll send Jen to the line.
It's his third.
Seems like every player in the game so far has had a personal lobbying session with both referees.
Foots Walker.
Filing grievances.
Mike Jaminski.
All right, Kelly Tripucka is back. Mike Jaminski is back. The revolving door rages on here.
2 seconds left in the half. Pistons will take it out, throw it the length of the court, try to get a three-point shot. That's why they're running players in.
You would think this were a playoff game. BBK 81% of the line, his first appearance. Who's he yelling at?
He's yelling down here at Darwin Cook. He doesn't want him to fall asleep with Kelly Tripucka down at this end of the court, because they may just try to throw it high and let Kelly go up against him.
2 for Van. 2 seconds. The Nets down by 2. 1 second. Tyler uncorks it from behind the midcourt line.
That's his third. the team's
Benson's
first.
third, and King to the line for a three-point
King to the
try.
line for one
1 for
shot.
2 from the line, has 13 points. Perfect. 14 for Albert, and the Nets regain the lead, 73-72. Good way to start the second half with a three-point play. Again, if the Nets win tonight, they clinch the home court advantage in the opening round mini-series, which begins Tuesday at the Meadowlands Arena. Playoff tickets are available at the box office and at all Ticketron outlets. John Long ducks in for the one-hander. Rebound, Albert King clearing the boards. Nearly carried it. Here's Foots. Dribbled it right off his foot. And Isaiah Thomas back the other way. Good Puka. A two-hand scoop. And Foots
King alone there. Foots can't see him. Says they will hold it up and get something good.
Buck Williams posting on Ken Benson for the quick turnaround. Couldn't stick it. Gets his own rebound. That's 9. Glenn Elmore flings it over to King. First miss of the night for Albert King. Benson finds daylight.
Benson from Isaiah Thomas.
12 points for Benson. It's about his average.
It's not an easy man to guard for Buck Williams because he plays out deep, but he can take a 15-foot jump shot.
So the Pistons by 1. Ray Williams. Nice.
Ray Williams.
Ray has 28.
He's 12 for 18 from the field.
75-74 New Jersey, looking for their 44th win and their 5th in a row to end the campaign. Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah has 13. Boy, he's given these fans a thrill here. The rookie out of Indiana. What a year. Buck Williams, Rookie of the Year candidate. That won't count. He got fouled by Benson. That's his 4th.
Here it is, just simple throw in the Buck. Isaiah Thomas trying to give him some help. You'll see Ken Benson bump him, then put his hands down on his hip. He's going to go down, take a rest. Ken Benson will. Kenny Carr coming in to replace him.
That's the perfect name to have in this city.
Kenny Carr. ML used to be here.
That's right.
Buck Williams.
Buck Williams. 9 points for Buck. Tripucka going all the way.
Kelly Tripucka.
10 points for Kelly, who many feel should get the Rookie of the Year award, including Mr. Jackson.
I don't know if I feel that way. Odds on is he's the favorite.
I'll still give it to Buck. Ray Williams. Oh,
Ray Williams.
13th field goal for Ray, and he has 30 points. What's he, 13 for 19?
Yeah.
He's missed only 6 shots in 19 attempts. Oh, brother, what a move by Tripucka. A muscle move. And
Just
he has
can't let him go to the basket, Steve. You have to block it up. Nets letting it be open there. They're in foul trouble, so some ball players are playing a little bit conservative defensively. Foots lining one up that time and dropping in his first field goal of the night.
He has 3, so they trade leads. It's 81-80 Nets. Tripucka again with a right hand.
Kelly Tripucka.
He's on a rampage now, has 14. Again, they swap the lead. 82-81 Detroit, 8:25 remaining in the third. Albert King going one-on-one with Tripucka. He scores, and he's fouled. The shooting has been tremendous on both sides tonight. Tripucka with the push is 3rd, and King now has 16 points. And what's he, 7 for 8 now?
Yes.
Albert 2 for 3 thus far, now making 3 for 4 from the line, and has 17 points. 6 here in the third period. And the Nets by 2. Nets ball.
Michael Corrin back into the
Michael Corrin returns for the Nets.
replacing Albert King.
Replacing Albert King, gets a breather with 17 points and 3 fouls.
Larry Brown wants to talk to him about his defense just a little bit, too.
84-82 New Jersey. Ray Williams stops and pops it. Drops.
Ray Williams.
32 for Ray, closing in on his season high, which is 39. His career high is 42. Elmore looking to steal. Detroit ball with 15 on the shot clock.
You can hear Larry Brown yelling to them, work. He's a workaholic. He likes to instill that in his players. Done a good job. That's the reason why they're a good team.
Bill Blair and Mike Schuler, his assistants to Larry's left. They've all done a tremendous job. Here's Thomas with the scoop. Carr aggressively. Won't fall, but he was fouled.
Foul
Footswalker
number 14, Footswalker.
with his third.
That's his third, the team's first.
You mentioned Jack Lukowski with the 10. Came back from Hawaii. Well, Mike Schuler was there as well.
Kenny
Here's
Carr
Isaiah
for
Tompkins
2 shots.
going right down the lane. He doesn't get the roll, but Kenny Carr, good rebounder, goes right up, picks it up, and he puts the shot back, and Footswalker reached in. You can see him come down and do a little dance with Ray there. Oh,
Boy, Carr,
yeah, he ran, thought he was running over the line.
86-83 Nets. 7:30 to go. Third quarter. Quickie by Ray. Elmore keeps it alive for Buck Williams. Kisses it off the glass.
It was my fault. It was my fault.
11 points for Buck. Somebody's yelling, it's my fault. One of the Pistons. 88-83, Nets by 5. Looking to break away again. They led by 14 in the first period. Here's Kenny Carr. Overshot the target. Tripucka flags it down to the corner. Faked the three-pointer and dumps it out. Lee says, let's slow it down. Lambert coughing it up, but last touch by the Nets.
Detroit calls timeout.
88-83, Nets by 5. 6:40 left in the third. Lambert plowing it in.
From Kelly Tripucka.
9 points for Lambert.
Nice little pick and roll pass. It was real nice by Kelly Tripucka.
Nets lead by 3. Ray Williams, who has 32 points, down to O'Corin. Nice finger roll.
Mike O'Corin.
6 for Mike. Tripucka, head and shoulders move on O'Corin. And the foul. Phil Jackson flinching when I said head and shoulders.
Foul on
His
number
old
31,
nickname.
Mike O'Corin.
4th foul on Mike.
That's his 4th, the team's 2nd.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on number 40.
There. His
That's
third.
his 3rd.
Jan Van Brennikov
Brennikov.
getting ready to come in for Michael Korn.
Back into the Nets lineup.
There's
replacing
somebody holding up a sign over there that says Lambert for president. 90-85, Nets by 5. 6 minutes to go in the third. VBK. Tripucka defends him. Whips it over. Here's Ray. 8 on the timer. Ray off the pick from Elmore. He is deadly. 34 for Ray. 15 for 21 from the field. Nets by 7 once again. Kenny Carr. Isaiah.
What body control he's got.
Oh, brother.
Oh.
Footsie goes down hard.
Foul on number 11, Isaiah Thomas. That's his 4th, the team's 4th.
Quickly to the scene is trainer Fritz Massman. The immediate reaction is to the knee. Injured area for Footswalker. 92-85, Nets fast break Vinnie Johnson, and he got fouled. Cook over the top, got him on the arm.
Foul on number 12, Darwin Cook. That's his 2nd.
Second on Darwin.
Play was a lob over the top, didn't work. Ball comes out to Johnson. He just has an open field race against Darwin. Darwin coming back over the top, trying to knock it out of his hands as he comes up with a layup. Didn't get ball, got armed. Then he made a three-point play, which puts him right back in this ball game again.
Vinnie with 13. Yes, it's 92-88. Nets by 4. 5:05 to go in the third. A lot of action away from the ball. Scotty Robertson up.
What are you doing to us? He said. Well, that time the official felt like Kenny Carr made a lot of motion and no real reason for it. We're going to look at it. Darwin spinning with the ball outside, setting the play up. Buck Williams posting, coming across the lane. You can see the action.
Would it matter what I said to you, Ken?
Sometimes officials just get aggravated with the fakes.
Third foul on Kenny Carr, and Buck Williams 2 for 3 from the line with 12 points. Rebound Carr. 93-88, Nets by 5. Tripucka, pretty. Oh. 16 for Kelly.
Good body control, just reached around. Len Elmore put it off the board.
He had 27 the last meeting with New Jersey, including the winning bucket. Ray with a spin around. My. You can't miss. He's 16 for 22 and has 36 points.
He's in a vacuum, as they say.
And Ray fouling long.
His
third.
That's his third, the team's fourth.
95-90 Nets, 4:23 remaining in the third.
Here's the offensive play. Pistons running. Double pick. Ray runs through it and just collides with Long.
Elmore on a reach in. They caught him. He didn't think so.
Yeah, he just didn't. He knew he reached in, but he just didn't want the call to be called, and it's a penalty situation. He's a little bit aggravated with himself on the call too.
That's Len's fourth.
Mike Jaminski back into the Nets.
All right, Mike Jaminski replacing Len Elmore. Len leaves with a field goal and the 4 fouls. Jaminski steps back in with 6 points in the first half. 2 shots for Bill Lambert, who centered the Notre Dame team that reached the Final Four in 77-78. Ten points for Bill, who averages just under 9. He's a 79% free throw shooter. He makes them both, has 11. And the Pistons within 3. 95-92, 4:15 left in the third. Ray Williams and Darwin Cook are the guards. BBK, Buck Williams, and Mike Jaminski, the frontmen for the Nets. Near steal by Detroit. Here's Ray underneath the Buck. Buck again. Blocked by Carr, goaltending.
Buck's picking up rebounds, even though he missed a nice, easy one. Ray Williams' feet underneath. Here's Buck, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it up. They called Kenny Carr for that one. That's a little bit questionable.
Unofficially, that was his 12th rebound, which gives him 1,000 on the year. This going against the Pistons. John Long, offensive foul. That's his 4th.
That's his fourth.
So quite a milestone for rookie Buck Williams with 1,000 rebounds on the year. 97-92, Nets by 5, 3:40 to go in the third. Steve Hayes getting a hand as he's getting ready to report in.
Really, Jeff Judkin, there's Ray again.
Sorry, you're right.
Doesn't even surprise us anymore. He's hitting all of them tonight.
38 points, Phil, on 17 for 23. Long getting loose, rebound Vinnie Johnson. Vinnie Johnson with 15 points. Why do they say Steve Hayes? Jeff Judkins over there.
Jeff Judkins, that's who they're giving the hand to because it's Jeff Judkin night.
You're
This
kidding.
fan club game. No, I'm not kidding.
You're going to have to elaborate on this.
Billy Kreifel came over and told me that it was. Their PR director.
Man, Reddicoff. Why are they devoting this night to Jeff Judkins?
Guess they have a night for everybody here.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Kelly Tripucka blocked from behind by Jaminski, blocked by Buck, blocked by Jaminski, and Jaminski ferociously outlets it down. Here's Ray to Buck. Look out. What a job turned in on defense by Mike Jaminski.
Pretty layup, nice defense. The Nets coasting out to a 9-point lead here.
Nets by 9 again, 103-94, 2:20 left in the third. Lambert threading the needle along, and he was fouled. Look at this.
Here's the previous play. Tribuca picks up his own block shot here. Then Buck gets him from behind. And now Jaminski blocks Ken Carr's shot and comes down with the rebound. Gets a good outlet pass over the top here to Darwin. Gets it in the middle to Ray where it should be. And there's Buck finishing it up. Nice 3-on-2 fast break by the Nets.
And back live, John Long at the line where he's 2 for 2, has 14 points. John averaging 21.8, the leading scorer on the Pistons. Broke Dave DeBuscher's scoring record at the University of Detroit. 15 for John Long, 103-96. Nets by 7 with 2:13 left in the third. Judkins on his night, now coming in.
Number 33, James
along with James Bailey. Now,
Number 22, Jeff Judkins.
you're telling me that on different nights everybody is honored.
Mokinski had a night, previous player for this team.
Then he was
last
traded.
week. He came in with the Cleveland Cavaliers, right?
You're
He still had his night.
unbelievable.
They
Foul on
said,
Judkins.
why not bring in Jeff Judkins? We'll see if he can't guard Ray Williams. Away went right to work on him. Shot did not count, but he'll go to the line for 2 fouls.
Jeff traded from Utah, his 4th year out of Utah. Obviously a popular figure here. All right, Ray Williams for 2. He's 5 for 6 from the line now. Has 39.
Here Darwin penetrates, gets the ball to Ray. Ray makes a little shake move on Jeff Judkins, and he reached down for his arm on the foul. There's Ray going for his 40th and misses. That ties the season high.
Yeah, he's done it, I think, 3 times. Tribuca travel as he plowed into BBK. Fire in Kelly's eyes right now in the direction of Joe Crawford. Look at Scott.
That was a good call.
If looks could kill. That's a great shot. Warren Pick calling the shots in the truck tonight. Wanted to say hi to his mom down in Florida. 104-96, 106-96. Ray again. And Ray now with a season high of 41 with almost an impeccable shooting night. He's going for his career high, which is 42. That's no doubt. Judkins.
Here's Jeff Judkins going to his right against Ray. Sweeps it across, and James Bailey just went up and caught it.
Who was assisted by Don Duck Cheney. 106-98, Nets by 8, 120 on the clock in the third. Here's Cook. He got 3. He has 12. 108-98, Nets by 10. Their biggest lead was 14 back in the first. Kenny Carr with the ball. Lame Bear looking for Judkins. Benny Johnson hands it off to Carr, can't do it. 2 Pistons fighting for it. Yeah, Joe Crawford right in front of us saying white ball. All right, Joe.
Good batting.
And the offensive foul on Cook, bouncing off Benny Johnson. That's his 3rd.
Foul on number 12, Darwin Cook. That's his 3rd penalty situation.
It's an inbounds pass.
Ron Lee back
Carlin
into the
going for
Pistons
the steal.
lineup, replacing Jeff Judkins.
All right, Judkins making a cameo appearance, and Ron Lee replaces him. And now here comes Steve Hayes. He'll go in for Lame Bear. 2 shots for Vinnie Johnson. 15-point night, including a 3-pointer. New York City product. We went to Baylor University, then on to the Seattle Supersonics.
Got a feeling that if this man was about 3 inches taller, he would be a dynamo in the league because he loves to post up playing the lane. Just a little bit short to do that in this league.
Offensive interference.
Offensive interference.
James Bailey again messing around with the ball in offensive interference territory. Gets called. I think anything James does tonight will stand out.
He is under the microscope right now. 108-99.
It's like this. Once they get your number down, they notice you every time you make a mistake.
The number is 33. Larry Brown pacing the sidelines and sits down next to Bill Blair. We got to get a shot of Mike Schuler. A little off to the left. That man has taste and ties, doesn't he? That's chic. Darwin Cook missing. Bill Blair and Mike Schuler alongside Larry Brown, the Nets brain trust. What a job they've turned in. Very thorough. 1 out of 2 for Cook. I got to find out Schuler's haberdasher. 109.99. The Nets lead by 10. 38 seconds left in the third period. Benny Johnson taking one giant leap from mankind and lost the ball. VBK down to Cook. 3-on-1. Oh, Ray back to Jaminski. And Ray Williams from the angle. He was actually behind the backboard when he launched it. And he has 43. Last shot time, 15 seconds. Nets lead, 111-99. Five seconds to go. Here's Tripucka. Hayes the rebound. Buzzer. You can hear the total crowd, over 400,000 for the home season. Boy, have they improved attendance-wise here.
It's a new attendance season record for them, Steve. Yeah, some indication.
I didn't catch tonight's crowd, though.
406,000.
Yeah, Cook with the foul.
It's a good crowd. I'd say it's around 12.
Okay. Fourth on Darwin. You know, from the looks of things, maybe they could fit 406,000 in there. Boy, it's big.
It is huge.
Long.
Short.
Thank you. Isaiah Thomas. BBK. Boy, he's asserting himself. Here's Cook. Fast break. Stolen by Long. 3-on-2 for Detroit. Isaiah down the middle. The dish off to Tyler. Won't count. Foul before the shot.
He got hit in the back of the head by Darwin Cook that time.
That's his fifth. Ray Williams up off the bench and Larry Brown trying to hold him back. BBK taking his seat.
That was a good call. He does hit Isaiah Thomas on the back of the head here as he goes right by him. You'll see him crack him on the back of the head. Tyler comes in with his stuff to no avail. There's Larry Brown.
Larry, 6 years of coaching in the pros entering this season. 6 playoff berths, 5 division titles, 3-time ABA coach there. He's had an illustrious career on the bench. 15 points for Isaiah Thomas tonight. 111-101, Nets by 10. About a minute into the fourth period. Terry Tyler bumping into Van Bredikov.
Number 41, Terry Tyler.
That's his second. Here comes Ray. Ray Williams returning with 43 points. And Mike O'Corn will go back.
Now they'd like not to lose Cook because Fritz Walker, having been hurt, will probably not see any more action. Means O'Corn is the only alternative on the bench.
Mike Jaminski in a crowd. Rebound Tyler. Puts his where? Back in the locker room.
Yes.
Here's Isaiah off to Tyler with 3 nets up.
A beautiful shot. He reached back one-handed, flipped it in. Wrist shot totally. And the Pistons starting to rally again in this quarter.
It's an 8-point game. 111-103 Nets. Ray Williams off the front of the rim. A rare miss for him this evening. Nearly a backcourt over and back violation. Tyler's pass for Hayes off his fingertips, and here come the Nets again. Nets by 8. Cook directs the attack. He finds Ray in the corner, guarded by Long. Around the horn to VBK. It's in. Van Bredikov. 2 from the outside for Jan, and he has 6. 113-103. Nets by 10. If the Nets win tonight, they're guaranteed the home court advantage in the opening round mini-series beginning Tuesday. Ray Williams on the foul, and that's his 4th.
That's his 4th, the team's 3rd.
Here's the play. Long just coming into the middle of the court. Ray wrapping him up a little bit with his body. They called him for the bump. Then Elmore in, replacing Mike Jaminski.
Mike looking impressive again, leads with 6 points and some ferocious rebounding from the defensive end. Here's Isaiah now slipping all the way through, and then he dumps it off to Tyler. Well, Isaiah piling up the assists. Terry Tyler with 12. 113 to 105. Nets by 8. 9.5 to go in the fourth. Elmore finds Van Predikov. BBK with a rainbow. Rebound. Stolen away by Bailey. Here's Cook. And James waits for help. Williams. He's unbelievable tonight. 45.
20-second timeout.
The other night against the Knicks. I believe he had made 16 of them. Had about 37 points. 115-105. Nets by 10 again. 8:55 left. Thomas's pass off the knees of Hayes, and last touch by BBK. Van is upset. He thought that it was off of Hayes. Here's O'Koren in for Jan. Jan leads with 6 points. Three on the shot clock. So Hayes can't do it. And the Nets haul it in. This is Darwin Cook. Piston foul. Hayes is second. Here comes Lambert once again. And with that, Buck Williams off the net bench.
No, he was a pass off.
Darwin Cook bringing the ball down court. He knows Hayes is behind him. Gets the ball to the man that was Hayes was guarding, Lenny Elmore. Hayes just crashed into him, a little bit out of control. Scotty Robinson took him out.
Oh, good call for the Nets. Fans didn't think so.
I think Michael O'Koren bounced that off his foot.
Trapuka back. Elmore just got shoved out by Benson. Tyler goes out with 12. Scoring 45 points. 115 to 105. Nets. Here's a steal. This is Isaiah leading the attack. 17 for Isaiah Thomas. 115-107. The Pistons not giving up. They want to go out with a fight. They have one more game tomorrow at Richfield. Listen to the crowd chanting for defense.
3 seconds left on the clock. Ray tells Buck to shoot.
Hey.
There it is.
And Buck replies.
He's starting to get an outside shot.
Notice that too. The last couple of games, he's been putting them up from 15. He has 18 points here. In and out for John Long. 117-107. Nets lead by 10. Their last game of the regular season. Near steal by Isaiah. This is Cook. Tipped up and in by Buck Williams. 20 for Buck. His high is 29. And here's Isaiah slithering in. Good handoff to John Long. 17 points for Long. And it's 119 to 109, New Jersey. 7 minutes on the clock. Again, playoff tickets are on sale at the Arena box office and at all Ticketron outlets. Ray stops and pops it short.
His arm's been worn out.
He's been a machine tonight. Long is a little too long. And Elmore gets the rebound for O'Koren. Dumps it down to Cook. Ray wants it. He's wide open in the corner. Cook. The Nets with a host of offensive weapons here tonight. It's not just Ray. Darwin has 15.
You have the feeling that the game's just slipped a little beyond the Pistons' grasp now. They want to play offense, but not defense.
Yep. It's 121-109 Nets. 6:20 to go.
Foul on number 12.
Cook just hit with his
Sixth foul.
Foul, yes.
He's out of the ball game. Darwin reaching in from behind here, getting Isaiah Thomas across the arm, and he's played a real fine ball game tonight. Some confusion at the scorer's desk.
Larry has a certain amount of time to get a new man in there, but Darwin hasn't budged from his spot. He's just a little bit off to our left, and Larry Brown looks down the bench. Of course, Foots Walker is out, hurt his foot earlier, and they're going to go to Van Bredikoff. I guess O'Koren goes back now to the guard position.
That's right. O'Koren will swing back out to the guard position. He plays defense good out there, as well as can be expected for a small forward. Does a good job handling the ball, can bring it down the court, facing the basket.
So VBK will play forward. Cook taking his time. He very rarely fouls out. Not used to it. More confusion. Yeah.
They're going to have to get a crowbar to get Darwin out of the game. He just does not want to leave.
Joe Crawford said to Darwin, "That's your sixth." They gave him the thumb. And now Wally Rooney reiterates. Larry Brown said, what did he say? I didn't know? No, he knew. They got a record over there at the bench.
I hope they do.
For 2 shots.
Fritz Massman keeping statistics on the bench.
Isaiah missing the first. He's 5 for 7 from the line. Nets lead by 12 points. 18 on the night for Isaiah Thomas. 121 to 110. New Jersey approaching the midway mark of period 4. O'Koren, he's got that pretty crossover dribble. He does it well. Ray with a turnaround. BBK with a beautiful follow. He's looked good here tonight. 8 points for Jen. 123-110 Nets, and Isaiah can't convert. Easy rebound to Tripucka, and he couldn't put it home. Lambert got fouled up.
Foul number 44.
Elmore crunched him. That's his 5th.
That's his 5th penalty situation.
Isaiah Thomas tries to get this shot over O'Koren. He pressures him well. And the ball takes a nice little hop. Kelly Tripucka, he shoots it a little bit short off the board. And there you saw the foul on Len Elmore. Buck Williams really blocked the shot as he was going up. Len Elmore got him before his 5th foul. Nets are faced with a lot of fouls. Bailey in foul trouble, Elmore in foul trouble, Cook's fouled out. Ray Williams has 4. And Albert King has 4.
All right, 123 to 112. Nets lead by 11, 5:40 left. 10 on the timer. O'Koren takes a quick look at the clock. Ray Williams ducks away from Isaiah Thomas. And the foul on Isaiah, that's his 5th.
Isaiah Thomas. That's his 5th. The team's 3rd.
Here's the play. O'Koren gets the ball back from Van Bredikoff. Gets it to Ray. Ray shows Isaiah the ball. And then gets him up in the air. Waits for the collision before he goes back up. He's in total control. He ran into a little fatigue problem here. He's missed a couple shots in the last 2-3 minutes. And he'll regain it again. Going to the foul line always helps.
Benny Johnson back. Nets fans would like to see Ray Williams at the half-century mark tonight. I don't have the records with me.
I believe John Williamson hit 50 or 49 points.
You read my mind.
And that's 78, 79, 77, 78 season.
Well, he's got 47. During a timeout here, during a commercial, I'll try to sneak a peek at the Nets media guide.
I'm sure the doctor must have 60 somewhere.
Probably.
Back in the ABA.
ABA days, anyway, yeah. Long. After all that hard work that Ted Pace and Kevin McConnell put into that record book, I will dig it out. 125, 114, 5:10 to go. Nets up by 11. Here's Ray Williams. A little too hard. Yeah, he wants that half-century mark. He's 3 shy. John Long couldn't wiggle it in. And the foul.
Foul on number 31, Mike O'Corin.
O'Corin's 5th. A lot of fouls tonight.
That's 5 on Mike.
The Pistons lineup replacing Vinny
There's the play.
Johnson.
Long pass out. Comes out to Long. He goes up and just kind of flips the ball up. And you notice O'Corin really didn't do any damage, but referee Wally Rooney was caught behind O'Corin's back. And all that motion created enough illusion that he gave him the 2 shots. He's at the line for his 2nd foul shot.
Nets by 10. 21 points for John Long on the night. And it's 125 to 116 New Jersey. 4:55 to go in the 4th quarter. Mike O'Corin.
Mike O'Corin.
8 points for Mike.
He's had a pretty silent game offensively tonight.
John Long again. Guess what? I just got out the book, and the first page I turned to here, Nets high scorers individual games. And you are right. John Williamson had 50 at Indiana.
48 against San Diego.
Yeah, the 50 was April 4th, 1978. So Ray Williams is closing in on that team record.
Mike Newland holds the team record.
Oh, yeah,
Steve.
I didn't see that. Mike has 52. Ronnie Lee has 5. 127-120. Let's get back to the game because it's far from over. 3:50 to go, and the Nets trying to cling to the lead. O'Corin banks it, and he gets the roll.
That's a big basket for the Nets.
Mike Dillon, if you're watching, I apologize. Mike holds the team record for 52.
I remember that game. He got a lot of 3-point baskets in that one. A great effort by Mike Dillon.
John Long, you remember against
Boston.
the Celtics, yes, December 16th of '79. O'Corin, great pass from Ray Williams off the fast break. That could do it. Nets lead 131 to 120. 3:15 to go. Isaiah was fouled on a reach-in. Is it on Ray?
Foul on number 13, Ray Williams.
Yeah, that's his 5th. Let's hope he hangs in there. So he's got a shot at the ring. 5 fouls on Ray.
Crossover dribble here by Isaiah Thomas right in front of Ray, and he reaches in.
Thomas is the line, 1 penalty for 2 shots.
Isaiah with 18 points.
He's had a nice game here to close out his season, rookie season, in front of these fans. They've been real supportive of his effort. He's an enthusiastic ball player. Fun to watch.
Loves a smile.
He's going to be a real good performer if he proves his durability in this league.
Rugged rebound by Mr. Elmore. 131-120. The sands of time running out on the season for the Detroit Pistons, and it's only beginning for the New Jersey Nets. The 2nd season on Tuesday. Ray Williams has 47 points. He's tied up.
3 guys around him.
Nearly quadrupling him. Buck Williams bangs off of Kelly Tripucka for the foul. It's only his 2nd.
Yeah, Buck's the only one foul.
That's just gonna, Phil, you're the only one who hasn't been hit with a foul tonight.
Just get me close to the court now, Mike.
Foul on number 18, right? Isaiah Thomas looks for a home run. Then he gets the bad bounce.
On the side, Albert.
Nets using Jan Van Bredikoff to help bring the ball up the court. Jan has played guard a number of occasions.
Yeah, he can handle it. He's guarded by Terry Tyler. Lost the ball. Still time on the shot clock, 12 seconds. Buck turn around over Benson. 22 points for Buck, so he's going out with a bang. Isaiah for 3. 21 points for Isaiah, his career high 34. Just in case you're wondering, it's 133-123, 10-point Net lead, 2:12 to go. Ray and Isaiah. Albert King, nothing but net.
2 minutes left in the fourth.
19 for King, 2-minute mark, 135, 123, Nets by 12.
You know what? I like the fact that Ray's not trying to force it. It's a important ball game. It's saved by Benson.
Fires it to Thomas. Again, a three-point try. Got it.
He's touching those three-point shots.
Yeah. That's his second. He's got 24. Nets by 9, a minute and a half to go. 135 to 126. King, spin around, and the foul. We keep saying it, but now that should seal it. 21 for King, who just about 5 games ago had his career high of 24 against the 76ers. The main thing to be concerned with here tonight is Foots Walker. Let's hope he's all right.
The play down court here, Ray seeing Albert King wide open. As we mentioned before, Ray just giving the ball to everybody, playing team ball. Albert makes a nice shot, and he's had a real fine game tonight, 22 points.
He's had one of those quiet 22-point games, but he's been effective. I'm ready to go home with that one in. Nets ball. Nets lead, 138, 126, 117 left. Mike O'Corn returns, and Albert King sits down with 22 points. Another big night for the Nets rookie from Maryland, Albert King. Nets by 12, a minute 10 to go. Ray Williams engineers. He's 3 shy of 50 points. 5 on the shot clock. Ray wants it. He doesn't get it. BBK finding the front row. Lambert for 3. 16 for him, and it's a 9-point ball game. 45 seconds to go. 138 to 129. Time running out. The Nets looking for their 5th straight win, the home court advantage in the playoffs. Off the slap, the foul on the Pistons.
Foul on number 40, Bill Lambert.
John Lambert. There's the man of the night, Ray Williams.
Ron Lee into the Pistons lineup.
Ronnie Lee returning. Isaiah Thomas should get a good hand. He leads with 24 points. And that's the last the hometown fans will see of him in his rookie season here at home. Because they play at Richfield tomorrow. Elmore, first trip to the line all night, shooting 79%. That's his 3rd point. He shot 9 for 14 against the Celtics last night at 18 points. And the 17-point win against the Champs.
Wait time.
Lead for 3. Rebound puck. He's got over 1,000. O'Corn.
Mike O'Corn.
Now that's the icing.
How many icings are we going to put on this kid?
Not 110, I think. 14 for Mike. 20 seconds to go. Nets by 13. Their biggest lead of the night, 14. And Lee connects for 3.
Lee, 3 points.
142 to 132. Lee, who leads the league in 4 burns.
He just wants to do it, see if he can still do it.
As long as he keeps his distance from the broadcast table, we're safe. Lee with his 4th foul. Ray Williams will go to the line. Couple of shots. And of course, as we mentioned, with 47 points. 48. Newland 52. Williamson 50. Williamson 48. Cliff Robinson 45. So tack on Ray Williams' name to that list with 49 points. 144 to 132 Nets. 10 seconds to go. John Long. Benson up. Let's see if they can get the ball to Ray. Ray's got the ball. He's got 49 points. He puts it up. It's good! 51 points for Ray Williams.